What if your cat has been waiting for something incredibly simple from you their entire life, and you've never realized it? Most people assume they understand their cat completely. Food, a warm place to sleep, maybe a few toys, that should be enough. But beneath that surface, there are quiet expectations your cat carries every single day. And the difficult part is this: these expectations are not complicated at all. They're subtle, almost invisible. Yet when they're repeatedly missed, your cat slowly stops asking. This isn't about doing more, it's about doing things differently. And once you begin to notice these small shifts, you start to see your cat not as independent, but as quietly responsive to everything you do. Start by thinking about height. Have you ever seen your cat jump onto the fridge or climb somewhere high and immediately stop them? It feels like misbehavior, but from your cat's perspective, that moment is completely natural. Cats are biologically programmed to seek elevated positions. In nature, height equals security. It gives them a full view of their surroundings and removes the risk of surprise threats. It's not just preference, it's survival logic deeply wired into their nervous system. Research in animal behavior has shown that cats with access to vertical environments experience significantly lower stress levels. That means when your home lacks high resting places, your cat isn't just mildly uncomfortable, they're missing a core layer of psychological safety. Look at where your cat goes during stressful moments. If they disappear under furniture, that's not random, it's compensation. They're choosing the safest option available, even if it's not ideal. Now imagine replacing that with a tall, stable perch near a window, or a simple elevated shelf. Suddenly, your cat doesn't need to hide anymore. They observe, they relax, their breathing slows, their movements become softer, and that shift from hiding to watching is where real comfort begins. Now consider something most owners overlook: touch. You probably pet your cat often. It feels like a sign of care. But what happens when your cat pulls away, flinches, or avoids your hand? It's easy to ignore, but that reaction carries meaning. Cats don't experience affection the same way dogs do. For them, control is everything. When you initiate contact without invitation, even with good intentions, it can feel intrusive, even threatening on a subtle level. Think of trust like a balance. Every unwanted interaction withdraws from it. 1 or 2 moments won't matter, but repeated daily, it adds up quietly. Studies have demonstrated that cats who control when and how they're touched form stronger, more stable bonds with their owners. They show more relaxed body language, more frequent approach behavior, and fewer signs of avoidance. So what does permission look like? A gentle head bump, a tail held upright as they approach you, choosing your lap without being placed there. These are signals. The difficult part is restraint. Letting your cat walk past you without reaching out feels unnatural. But when you stop initiating and start allowing, something shifts. Your cat begins to approach more often because now interaction feels safe, not forced. There's another detail that quietly shapes your relationship: your physical height. From your cat's perspective, you are enormous. You move quickly, create noise, and constantly exist above them. That alone can make you unpredictable. But when you sit on the floor, everything changes. Animal behavior research suggests that size and elevation are interpreted as dominance cues. By lowering yourself, you reduce perceived threat. You become approachable, readable, and calm in their eyes. Try sitting a short distance away from your cat without calling them or reaching out. Just exist in their space, no pressure. Many cats respond almost immediately. Some will move closer, others will simply relax more deeply. Both reactions matter. For once, you're not something they need to monitor. This is especially effective with shy or newly adopted cats. Instead of overwhelming them with attention, you create a neutral presence, and neutrality, for a cautious animal, often feels safer than affection. Before every interaction, there's a moment most people skip: scent recognition. Your cat's sense of smell is dramatically more sensitive than yours. It's their primary way of understanding the world. Through scent, they identify safety, familiarity, and emotional context. When you reach out to pet them without allowing them to sniff first, you're skipping an essential step. It's like starting physical contact without an introduction. The adjustment is simple. Extend your hand slowly and pause. Let them approach. Let them gather information. If they lean in, you have permission. If they turn away, that's communication too, and respecting it matters just as much. Scientific findings show that cats allowed to initiate contact through scent display fewer stress signals and less defensive behavior. That tiny pause, just a couple of seconds, completely changes the interaction. Over time, your hand stops being unpredictable. It becomes something your cat chooses. Cats don't measure time the way humans do. They don't think in hours or minutes. They think in patterns. When you feed them, play with them, or relax at consistent times, they build an internal map of their day. That map becomes their sense of stability. When that consistency breaks, even slightly, it disrupts more than you realize. Research indicates that unpredictability is one of the leading sources of chronic stress in indoor cats. And it's not about major life changes, it's small variations: feeding later than usual, skipping play sessions, changing your routine frequently. To you, it's normal life. To your cat, it's instability. The solution isn't rigid scheduling, it's reliability in key moments. Regular feeding times, short, consistent play sessions, even sitting in the same place in the evening can create a pattern your cat depends on. A predictable environment lowers their guard, and only when that guard drops can your cat fully engage, play, and connect. There's one more thing your cat has been doing for you every single day, something most people overlook entirely. They talk to you. Adult cats don't typically meow at each other. That sound is something they developed specifically for humans. Over time, your cat has created a unique way of communicating just with you. Each cat's vocal pattern is slightly different, shaped by their interaction with their owner. That means your cat's voice is, in a way, personalized and adapted. But here's the part that often goes unnoticed. While your cat communicates constantly, many owners rarely respond. You don't need special words. You don't need training techniques. Just speak. Talk while you move around your home. Acknowledge them when they approach. Use your voice as a consistent presence. Even simple repetition, like greeting them the same way, can create recognition and comfort. Studies in animal cognition show that cats can distinguish their owner's voice from others and respond differently to it. They are listening more than you think, and over time, they begin to associate your voice with predictability and safety. None of these actions are difficult. That's what makes them easy to miss. A higher resting place, waiting before touching, sitting lower, allowing scent introduction, creating predictable routines, speaking out loud. Individually, they seem small, but together they reshape how your cat experiences you on a daily basis. Your cat isn't asking for perfection. They're responding to patterns that either build trust or slowly reduce it over time. And once you begin to notice these details, you realize something important. Your cat has been communicating clearly all along. The real shift happens when you finally respond in a way they understand. And in that moment, your home stops being just a place they live and starts feeling like a place they truly belong.